2-ball and 3-ball ball handling drills. Thought that would save that one for last. But Blake's a tremendous talent, an even better kid. Spending time with him last night and today, maturity, mindset, nothing more to be desired. I mean, he was just terrific.
Mike, in some ways, is that more important to get to know the kid who he is more than maybe the drills and the shooting and the
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot you can garner from film. You can see a lot of things he does, film-wise. Certain things that you may be able to see that not in a system that you play for, but clearly, unless you spend a lot of time with somebody coaching them, you don't know their personality or have a feel for their mindset. And he's the type of kid I can tell you right away will fit into any system and any program, chemistry-wise, and with ability as well.
Coach, are you surprised he has a body like Mark Madsen but hops like Andre Iguodala?
I think Adonis was the body that most people probably equate him with, he's got major hops and he's got big hands and he finishes and he's strong and does pretty much everything that you need him to do.
What about his character do you like?
Excuse me?
What about his character do you like?
Well, I think just from a character standpoint, work ethic is off the charts. Things that you get from people who know him much better, spent much more time with him. There's not a single blemish. I mean, everybody just expounds about what a great kid he is and how great he fits into a program and how hard he plays all the time.
What was the idea behind deciding to open this up to fans and media?
I just think because of the clear stature that he has in this draft, I think it was important for us to we want our fans and sponsors to see the potential player we might take. So that was, I think, important.
Have you and Andy officially told teams just don't bother calling it?
You can never say never about anything. Obviously, I don't know who the players are in this league who may fit into that category. But I mean, obviously, if the word LeBron was spoken by anybody, somebody's door would open. Clearly. But there are a few guys in this league that wouldn't get moved. And most of the time, you're in a case of like a pick like this, 99.9% of the time, you would keep it.
Coach, on October 20th, you're playing Maccabi Tel Aviv from Israel for a game that every penny is going to the world's largest orphanage. What can you tell me about that game?
Well, we've already had a press conference about that game. It's a tremendous event. It's it's a great organization, and we expect to have a full house, for that game, and it'll be a great event.
In your conversation with him last night, did you talk to him about how he would fit within with the personnel that you currently have on the Clippers?
Yeah, I mean, basically, the first thing to determine was, the potential that he could play 3 spots. And I think basically what I saw out there today led us out to that. Yes, there are nights he could play 3, 4, or 5 in this league. And that was great. I mean, skill level, from the standpoint of ball handling, and the things that that you can't see in a one-on-0 workout are the things he does best. The way he competes, his physical competitiveness is just the thing that is so special about him.
Mike, do you think he'll have an advantage coming in with his physical stature, where it won't be a difficult transition to get used to the physicality and the size of the league?
Well, I think the conditioning part of it is not going to be an issue. The physicalness of the league will not be an issue. He'll have the same issues that most real good rookies have, and that's kind of understanding the league. I mean, he's going to be playing against bigger and quicker guys than he's ever played against in his whole life. So calibrating that is something that all players have to go through. And then it's just recognition of different systems and and play sets and terminology. There's so much to learn in that regard. And some guys pick it up faster than others, but I don't think he's going to have a problem picking things up.
What aspects of his game do you feel?
Excuse me?
What aspects of his game do you still feel he needs to improve on?
Well, I think he says he needs to improve in all aspects of his game. Obviously, the more range he has, the better he'll be, clearly. But that's the case for most basketball players. His predominant strength are his speed and his quickness, his first step, his big hands and finishing at the rim. but I think you saw today that he has. I like his mechanics. There's certain things on his shot that he'll need to work on and to get better at, which he will do. But clearly, he shoots the ball well enough from a mid-range that he has to be guarded. He's not broke. So you got to guard him. If you have to guard him, there's a good chance he can go around you.
Will you guys work out anybody else?
We're gonna work out more players for sure.
When you guys made the deal last year for Zach, the thinking you said was, you got 3 players, you got 96 minutes at those 2 spots.
Right.
And you got 4 players, 96 minutes. Is that
right?
Does that have to?
That's not good. The math isn't great.
No.
So a part of that is okay. Can he play some 3? That's one thing. And then obviously, that we're exploring other opportunities as well.
Worry about the position. There's only 96 minutes. Have they talked to you about it?
No. Look, human nature is such that guys see you get the first pick in the draft, they speculate on who that first pick is going to be. No matter what position it would have been, the guys who played that position, they're going to be doing the math in their head. What does this mean to me? That's just human nature, and you just have to kind of go forward and figure that out.
Coach, going into the summer league, do you think there'll be a lot of emphasis on trying him out at the 3, or do you think it's just more to develop his big man's game?
I think the first part is just to see him play, to get him into the spots that he's comfortable with, and then you kind of go off of that as you go further.
Does this feel like a banner day for the draft?
Quite honestly, in this draft, getting the number 1 pick is strong. I think. It's really, it was a very positive move for us. The more and more I see the kids in the draft, the more I like them. But clearly, he's probably clearly a front runner.
Mike, the other guys you're going to work out, are they second rounders mostly, or because the chances that you get another first round pick, like a Rubio kind of guy, are you still?
Chances of us getting another first round pick of what? Are you a genius or something? It's like you never know what we can get. We can't get. I'm just being funny, of course.
But are you going to continue to work out guys?
We're going to work out guys because we have potential to get another first round pick potentially, and and so based on that, agents will believe or not believe what the potential of that is and send their guys in accordingly.
What if you talk to Dan about Ricky? I heard it's 1 through 4 now. You might be willing to work out for.
I think I've heard the same thing.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to him.
So they haven't precluded coming here to work out.
We wait to get through this and then we'll go forward.
What kind of questions was Blake asking you?
He said, what the beat writers like? How's the coverage?
Tell me about TJ.
No, I don't want to scare the guy. Same things you guys just asked me. How do you see me fitting in? What potential role? And then I asked the same questions of him. I said, okay, I haven't seen you play in person yet. I've seen you over film. Here are the things I see in film. Tell me what else you have. And we started talking about, as far as, the testing, what I want to see and what I hope to see. And, I wasn't disappointed with any of it. He basically did all the things I thought he potentially could do. And, like I said, it's a matter of going forward. The next step is the draft. And then after that, whoever we take them in the summer league and see how they work.